Welcome student, welcome back in my YouTube channel Account Expert. I am Santosh Misra, and in previous video we had covered the meaning and features of joint stock company, and in this video we will cover the further topics. So let's start our discussion with its company's merits. So first merit is limited liability. First merit is limited liability. The shareholder are liable to extent of the amount unpaid on the share held by them. Also, only the asset of the company can be used to settle the debt, leaving the owner's personal property free from any change. This reduces the degree of risk borne by an investor. Means in this point, the shareholder's liability is minimum as comparison to other forms of business organization, because liable for only the unpaid part of his capital contribution. Then in next point, second point is transfer of interest. The ease of transfer of ownership adds to the advantage of investing in a company as share of a public limited company can be sold in the market, and as such can be easily converted into cash in case the need arises. This avoid blockage of investment and present the company as a favorable avenue for the investment purpose. So you already understand what is the transfer of interest. मतलब लोगों का पैसा फंसा नहीं रहता है, वो जब चाहे अपने शेयर को इजीली कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं कैश में, तो ट्रांसफरेबिलिटी ऑफ मतलब इंटरेस्ट इसमें अवेलेबल होता है. इन थर्ड पॉइंट, परपेचुअल एग्जिस्टेंस. So student, the existence of a company is not affected by death, retirement, resignation, insolvency, lunacy of its member. As it has a separate entity from its member, a company will continue to exist even if all the member die. If all the member die, it can be liquidated only as per the provision of the Company Act 2013. बिजनेस हमेशा चलता रहेगा, चाहे सारे मेंबर एक ही दिन मर जाएं, कंपनी बंद नहीं होगी. कंपनी तभी बंद होगी जब हम एक लीगल प्रोसीजर जो कंपनी एक्ट 2013 में दिया गया है उसको हम फॉलो करेंगे. इन नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, इन नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, स्कोप फॉर expansion. In this point, as compared to sole proprietorship and partnership form of the organization, a company has a large financial resources. Further, capital can be attracted from the public as well through loan from the bank and financial institution. Thus, there is a greater scope for the expansion. The investor they interested to invest in his share because of the limited liability, transferable ownership, and possibility of high return in a company. That's why the scope of expansion is present here in the form of company. तो देखिए क्या है कि जो ह्यूज कैपिटल की ज़रूरत है, तो आप सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप में या पार्टनरशिप में एक लिमिटेड या कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी में एचयूएफ में आपको एक लिमिटेड कैपिटल मिलती है। इसमें क्या है कि आप बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपेंड कर सकते हैं अपने बिजनेस को, औरों से पैसा भी ले सकते हैं और इस तरह हम अपना कंपनी रन कर सकते हैं। देखेंगे कंपनी की मिलियंस ट्रिलियंस में जो है नेटवर्थ रहती है, मतलब उसके शेयर, उसकी वैल्यू रहती है। तो आप इसमें ये लिमिटेशन जो है क्या हो जाती है, खत्म हो जाती है। अब इन नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, फिफ्थ, professional management. A company can afford to pay higher salary to specialist and professional. It can therefore employ who expert in their area of specialization. The scale of operations in a company deals with a particular activity as is headed by an expert. Then this lead to balanced decision as well as a greater efficiency in the company's operation. So then professional management can be possible. Now in limitations, the company has also some limitation as like other forms of organization. Then first limitation is legal formalities. The formation of a company require greater time, efforts and extensive knowledge of legal requirement and the procedure involved as compared to sole proprietor and partnership firm and cooperative society. The formation of a company is more complex, that here a lot of legal formalities, then it is a great limitation of कंपनी को बनाने में बहुत सारे रूल रेगुलेशन को फॉलो करना पड़ता है, बहुत जानकार लोगों से मिलना पड़ता है, तब जाके एक कंपनी क्रिएट होती है। तो इसमें एक्सपर्ट की बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है। इस वजह से इसका फॉर्मेशन बहुत वो कॉम्प्लेक्स बन जाता है। लैक ऑफ सेक्रेसी, it is the company act requires each public company is provide from time to time a lot of information to the office of the registrar of the company. Such information is available to the general public also. It is therefore difficult to maintain complete secrecy about the operation of the company. Company requires that their financial records should be published in quarterly, and that's why as the confidentiality affected. And now in point number 3, lack of motivation means divorce between ownership and control and absence of a direct link between efforts and reward leads to lack of personal interest and incentive. Then it is a limitation. And fourth is delay in decision making. Companies are democratically managed through the board of directors, which is followed by the top management, middle management and lower level management. Communication as well as the approval of the various proposal may cause delay not only in taking decision but also in acting upon them. Then बच्चों आप ये कह सकते हो कि इसमें इतना इतने लेवल बने रहते हैं, ये हायरार्की बनी रहती है, ओनरशिप अलग है, उसमें से कुछ लोग रहते हैं और पहले हर बात में मेंबर की मीटिंग करानी पड़ती है, इस पे जनरल मीटिंग, और फिर आपके बोर्ड मीटिंग करानी पड़ती है, रिजोल्यूशन पास कराने पड़ते हैं, जनरल रिजोल्यूशन, स्पेशल रिजोल्यूशन, उसके बाद तो डिसीजन मेकिंग में बहुत लेट होता है। इन नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, ऑलिग्रे इन नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, company is said to be democratically managed, but the actual management by few people. Board of directors sometimes they take decision keep in mind their personal interest and benefit, ignoring the interest of shareholder and company. तो इसमें क्या है कि वो लोग अपने इंटरेस्ट के अकॉर्डिंग करने लगते हैं सारा काम, अपनी मनमानी करने लगते हैं, तो इस वजह से ये भी एक प्रकार की लिमिटेशन है कंपनी की। सो इन नेक्स्ट पार्ट, टाइप्स ऑफ कंपनी। ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ओनरशिप, कंपनी कैन बी डिवाइडेड इनटू टू कैटेगरी, सब प्राइवेट एंड पब्लिक. Then what is the difference between private company and public company? First is in private company it has minimum 2 and maximum 200 member, maximum 200 member. तो 200, minimum 2 and maximum 200. And in public company it has minimum 7 and maximum is unlimited. It can, in private company cannot invite general public to buy its share and debenture, but in public company can sell and can offer to the general public for the purpose for the purchase of its share and debenture. In third difference, there are certain restriction on transfer in private company. Third point, there are certain restriction on transfer of its share, but in public company the shares of public company can freely transferable. तो ट्रांसफरेबिलिटी में दिक्कत होती है, इट इज ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड. फोर्थ पॉइंट इज इट कैन कमेंस बिजनेस आफ्टर इनकॉर्पोरेशन. प्राइवेट कंपनी कैन कमेंस बिजनेस आफ्टर इनकॉर्पोरेशन, बट इन पब्लिक कंपनी a certificate of commencement of business is required after the incorporation of the company for the commencement of business. Okay. In fourth point, in private company फोर्थ पॉइंट में क्या था कि प्राइवेट कंपनी जैसे ही इनकॉर्पोरेट होगी वैसे अपना बिजनेस कर सकती है, लेकिन पब्लिक कंपनी को कमेंसमेंट ऑफ बिजनेस का सर्टिफिकेट लेना होता है 1 साल के अंदर, और उसके बाद ही वो अपना बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर सकती है विद इन 1 ईयर. फिफ्थ पॉइंट इज इट हैज टू राइट प्राइवेट लिमिटेड आफ्टर इट्स नेम. तो एक सफिक्स की तरह जो है प्राइवेट लिमिटेड आगे लगाना पड़ता है, और पब्लिक में क्या है, ओनली लिमिटेड. ये हम लोगों को ये है कि जो प्राइवेट कंपनियां रहती हैं वो अपने नाम के आगे प्राइवेट लिमिटेड लगाती हैं, और जो पब्लिक कंपनी रहती हैं वो अपने नाम के आगे लिमिटेड, ओनली लिमिटेड वर्ड, जैसे रिलायंस इंडस्ट्री लिमिटेड, विप्रो लिमिटेड. ये इन नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, in the private company minimum capital required is 1 lakh, and in the public company minimum capital required is 5 lakh. This is the total discussion of merits limitation and types of the company. Thank you, student. In next topic we will cover the further topics.